World got to discover what I'm talking here now.
The world is breaking. Technology promises freedom, connection, happiness. But what did we get? We scroll endlessly and still feel alone. We post and still feel unseen. Depression is rising, anxiety is spreading. Loneliness has become the epidemic of our time. You feel it, don't you? That quiet ache behind the noise. The sense that something's wrong, but no one knows how to fix it. We're surrounded by information, but starving for wisdom. We built the machine, and now the machine is building us, shaping our thoughts, our habits, our self-worth. And as the machine grows, we shrink. But what if the answers aren't new? What if they've been waiting quietly in the mountains of Tibet, hidden in ancient breath, in silence, in stillness? There is a man who comes from that silence. Those who've met him say he sees things differently. His name is Tulku Lobsang, and what he carries might just change everything. The information that will be shared with you has been kept secret within the monastery walls, confined to the lineage and protected in secrecy. In one Harvard study, the brain of the Tibetan Lama showed activity far beyond anything researchers had ever seen. It's as if he had rewired his entire mind through sheer awareness. While the West builds higher towers and faster machines, the Himalayas have protected something older. A technology not of silicon, but of consciousness. Under rare and desperate circumstances, these ancient secrets are being shared with the world. We travelled to the monastery and spent time shadowing Lobsang and learning from him. During this time, we sat down and filmed over 20 hours of pure wisdom. We have condensed that wisdom down into a guide for the modern world. The following can change your life. It is a gift from us to you. Inspire change.
Maybe some people now think this is stupid or kind of funny, nothing. But I think truth is nobody possible hide it, is coming. It's only question of time. And this kind of teaching or this kind of knowledge or I don't know which form we go discover, but I'm sure world got to discover what I'm talking here now. My name is Tulku Lobsang. My name is Tulku Lobsang. My name is Tulku Lobsang. I born East Tibet, is near Mongolia borders. Very young time is went different monasteries and the different studies, different practices. Me is not look like person who stay monk, you know. I do all crazy things. Yeah? It's crazy means I don't know. Night I'm not going. I sleep somewhere. And I'm very physically doing crazy things, jumping 3 floors, or I sometimes lock everybody doors, you know. It's a village, whole village, I lock the door, and the early morning, sun is coming, everybody calling each other. All crazy things I'm doing. I mean, all this look like too much, you know. I remember the early morning, you know, the people go with the donkeys, horses, also young monk, they're going up, me not. I'm stay there. And then I help in some family to take care of their farms, all this. And then I remember suddenly some lady told me, you are the reincarnation Lama. But she believed me is her brother, previous brother, and therefore she have very strong emotion, of course. And she come to hold my leg and she crying, I remember. And then whole monks into meeting in the monastery hall, and then this oracle come, spirit come, and then he start to talk first. Who is the reincarnation Lama? Of course, he start talk my family name, my mother and the father's name. I have one young brother, 2 years younger. He is also monk. He very good one. Maybe my brother, but not. They give my name, and then everybody looking each other face. Is he make a mistake? Because and then they ask again. Of course, he say yes. It's me. It's a reincarnation Lama. My father don't want it because he say I know my son is no. It's not. It's a reincarnation Lama need a better person or whatever. And then the oracle, some kind of angry, or the spirit, he says, you don't give your son, or he go to die when he 25 years old or something. He say, I don't mind that he die, I have many sons. But I wanted some person who is a spiritual leader, is a good person. Or my father, long-term resistant, he think I'm too wild. Therefore, I ran away many times. Always I have 2 young monks looking behind me, wherever my movement. Then the young monks always say, please don't run, okay? But we need to go to take water in the monastery. I don't know how, 1 kilometer. One time I jumped 2 floors and then I went to top of mountain. I take clothes out, I just be naked. I ran, and then I remember my teacher or there with the horse riding and looking me, where is? I look far away. But there I'm not happy. And then, of course, I become officially reincarnation Lama.
In Tibetan Buddhism, there are beings that are known as Tulkus, awakened souls who return, lifetime after lifetime, not for themselves, but for others. They are guides, healers, living bridges between the material and the spiritual. And at the age of 8, it was confirmed by the High Lamas that Lobsang was 8th incarnation of Tulku Nyentse. From a young age, he mastered Buddhist philosophy, tantric wisdom, Tibetan medicine, and the secret yogas of the Himalayas. But unlike many spiritual teachers, he didn't stay hidden in the monasteries. He stepped into the modern world, smiling, laughing, speaking in simple, clear words. His mission? To bring the ancient into the now, to show the West that true healing starts within. Tulku Lobsang offers more than ideas. He offers tools. For pain, for stress, for the confusion of the modern life, he doesn't promise escape. He offers transformation. This is the blueprint many believe hold the answers that the modern world has forgotten. Wisdom that was locked away and kept secret, only shared within the walls of the monastery. A Tibetan master reborn, a bridge between worlds, a messenger from the mountains.
I think one of the greatest problem in the modern world or Western world, I think they don't know what is suffering. That is the biggest problem, It's look like they don't know their illness, and then just they're taking the medicine. Everybody want to be happy. Everybody running behind the happiness, but still they don't know the suffering, what is really suffering. And until you don't know the complete suffering, there's no way to be happy person. If you want to know happiness, if you want to be happy, you must need learn or you must need know what is suffering. Suffering is look like not so popular, It's everybody don't want to hear this. They only want to hear happiness, And then your happiness is just look like become painkiller. It's just painkiller. It's not look like healing. Is you want just a painkiller or you just want healing, You just want happiness temporarily or you want long-term happiness. If you want long-term healing, you need to understand complete your illness. That means you need to understand what is a suffering. I don't have any problem. Some people say, I don't have any problem. I don't have any complaint. My family, my wife, my job, everything great, but I'm not happy, And that's clear sign of they not understand what is a suffering. They have three kinds of a suffering. Is suffering of a suffering. Nobody need come to teach you. Animals also know. Then we have a changeable suffering. In the changeable suffering is animals don't have so much. We humans have. And the changeable suffering, mostly humans, we also know. In Buddha Shakyamuni, he teaches us Four Noble Truths. His first teaching is the truth of suffering. He not come to teach this earth is a suffering of suffering. Animals also know. They also try to not to have this. And he also not need to come to teach in this earth changeable suffering. Mostly humans, we also know, we try to reduce how much we can this. But what Buddha teach is what we call conditional existence suffering. This name sometimes we call pervasive suffering, we call hidden suffering. That's what the Buddha teaches. But until you don't free of conditional existence suffering, you always have changeable suffering. You always have suffering over suffering. In the Western world, really, when they don't have suffering of suffering, then they expect that they're happy. What means suffering? I'm making you a simple explanation. Suffering over suffering means is suffering over you don't have. Suffering of you don't have is just the basic suffering. It's a basic suffering. And then you don't have a suffering of don't have, and then you expect that you'll be happy, You say, I don't have a suffering. Why I'm not happy? Suffering of don't have, animals also know. And then second suffering of have. And the have we call changeable suffering. Because have begin make you happy, middle is make 50-50, and usually make a double suffering. Third suffering is the hidden suffering. This suffering only Buddhism talk. Nobody talk. Until you don't talk the suffering, then no way talk the complete happiness. Your happiness just a painkiller, nothing more. Is that this suffering is we have a 24-hour. 24-hour. Conditional existence suffering. Buddha say condition is a suffering, but nobody brave to tell this. Nobody want to hear this because that's all what we have. That is nightmare news. It's look like news of tomorrow Earth is go ended. to say condition is a suffering, because in your life is 100% condition. Your body is 100% condition. Your mind is 100% condition. There nothing have something unconditioned you. Generally, everything look like a condition. Therefore, it's interesting thing, we are happy because of condition. We are suffering because of condition. We don't know how to be happy without condition, but also we are suffering because of condition. Therefore, complete confused. It look like you hold it hot glass in your hand. Keeping is a burn your hand. Release go to break. Well, let's say this way. You sit in this chair now, and after 1 hour, you start to feel a little uncomfortable, correct? Or a little pain, or a little tired, or whatever. When you stand up, you feel good. And then you possible say me, Tulku Lobsang. So we don't have a 24-hour suffering. When I'm stand up, I'm very happy, When you stand up happy because you don't have a pain of the sit. You're always happy one pain is not there, and the other pain is you don't recognize. Because of this happiness, you don't realize stand is pain. Is you stand 1 hour, you start to go to pain again. Therefore, please don't change so much chair. It's too expensive, Somehow we think, I have a pain in my bottom, but maybe this is a problem of chair. It's not come from my bottom, it's come from chair. And then you try to buy chair, and this chair, and this chair, and this chair. And of course, chair is very expensive, What is a solution? They have a temporary solution. In this world, it's only temporary solution. What is temporary solution? You sit, you feel pain bottom. Please stand up. Stand up is the healing or painkiller of a sit. And you stand too long. You too long stand. You have a pain. And what is medicine? What is the right path? What is solution? Sit. I'm sorry, but that's it. You need to change there to there, there to there, and that is the way to be happiness in this world.
Most of us are caught in traps, but we don't see them. In ancient Tibetan imagery, there's a symbol that appears across countless temples. The elephant represents the mind. The monkey represents anxiety, always jumping, pulling the elephant off track. The rabbit represents depression, quiet, heavy, weighing down the elephant. For most people, their mind is being dragged forward by anxiety or bitten from behind by depression. In this section, Tulku Lobsang explains how to train the elephant. He teaches us that most of our suffering comes from the I, the ego. But the best moments in our lives, holding a child, falling in love, laughing without thought, all come when the I disappears. Tulku shows us how to return to that state, how to loosen the ego's grip, and how to lead our mind instead of being led by it. He will guide us through 3 short exercises to calm the monkey and to bring light to the rabbit. Tiny, powerful tools to start training your elephant today.
I don't have a fear of a suffering of mind. I'm not free of a suffering of mind, but I'm nearly confident I can control. That's I trained. This name what we call mind training. I'm always confident. Something happen, I always possible deal with my mind. But in the body, I'm more fear of the pain of a body than suffering of mind. Pain of a body is so intensive, you don't know how to release out, In Tantric Buddhism, we always say this: once your Tummo fire is really went deeply and you experience a deep bliss, you don't feel pain, but also your enemy, somebody who you really never like, the person you never want hear, never like to see, but he or she become to shouting you, you hear everything but not hurt you. Or let's say needles not making pain, the sharp others' words not make hurt you. But of course you're not enlightened, you're just chemically your body changes, and therefore you become resistant. Pain is incredible, and that means you have a compassionate body. In this world, you need compassionate body, you need compassionate mind, because this world is very tough. Losing is very painful. Your mind have power to create your life is a hell, but your mind have power to create your life is a heaven. That's why your mind is your best friend, but your mind is the most worst enemy. Your mind is really who possible help you, but your mind will really who possible destroy you. Our mind is look like a wild elephant. Elephant is a symbol of one of the strongest species in the earth. That means our mind, one of the most powerful energy, is we say the front of the wild elephant is have the monkey. And that's a symbol of active mind or agitation mind. And then backside of tail of elephant, let's say in the mouth of a rabbit. That's traditional painting. You go in the Buddhist monastery, they are painted this. The rabbit is a symbol of or depression mind. Therefore, your mind go up higher, and this is go to end it of what you call stress. Your mind go to too low, that's go to end it deep, what you call depression. Therefore, its mind herself is a symbol of a wild elephant and have very strong personality. You need to look like, think you go to trained wild elephant to you possible riding one day your elephant. Because the mind, he have so strong personality. So our mind is usually, we have this what call stress mind and depressed mind. We don't want stress mind, we want more clear mind. We don't want depressed mind, we want more peaceful mind. Depressed mind and the peaceful mind have some similarity, They have some kind of calmness, You feel peace or you feel depressed. Or you feel very, what you call stress, or you very, very clear. It's clearness. Therefore, in the Western world, we have this so much stresses because we are not enough connect our body. We are too much connect our mind. People who have lots of stress, and that means now you elephant running behind the monkey. Yes. Monkey is a very interesting thing. While monkey have one quality, is we say monkey you put in the one empty house where have 4 windows, and then only one monkey, but each window you go and the monkey is there arriving. Maybe monkey arrive before you arrive there, and therefore you go each window they have one monkey, and you start to thinking they have 4 monkeys, but they don't have 4 monkeys, only one monkey. Yeah, because monkey is so active. And therefore, is traditional practice, how you make this monkey mind bring calm down. People who have too much, let's say, stress, it's too small method. One, you sit in the chair or meditation position and keep straight your spine and relax your shoulders, and you put some object, let's say in the heavy object, let's say maybe 0.5 kilogram, in your head, and then you feel this weight. Keep straight your spine. Feel this weight up to down. Feel this weight up to down. And this help you reduce is the stress mind. Or they have a traditional practice. You visualize in your navel, let's say, one black ball is in your navel, and you believe this is your mind. You know, this black ball and your mind become one. You believe this is your mind, and then this black ball start going down through of your body, going down until middle of earth, we say. He going down, 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 and then he slowly coming up until navel. And then he going down. You never let the ball is go beyond the navel, you know. And you just do this round 7 times. The black ball is your mind, and your mind going through of your body, go down ground as he go to reach middle of earth, you know, going down, and then he coming up. This you make up and down, let's say 7 times. And this is we using also method to reduce is stress. People who have a depression, you visualize one white light. Now white light you need it in your navel. You believe this is your mind, and go to center of your body, go to the crown, go to middle of the space, you know, go to middle of the space, and this white light is look like become sun, you know, sun. It's bright, 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 bright. What you call bright is sun, and very sharp, and you focus this, and you have more chance to come out of depressed. It's a very interesting thing. I always say people, what is best moment of your life, or what is really make you most happiness? It's interesting. Moment of you are free of I, this big I, you know. Therefore, the moment of you hold the child, yourself, this ego, I and ego is not there. Just the most pure yourself, nearly without I like, I don't like, I don't want it. This I is not there. It's just most nearest of most pure yourself you experience without ego or without I or ego. And that is the you experience naturally with your son without meditate. We always say you have wherever have a big I, they have a big problem. When you have I, you become target of everybody. Everybody make your pain. Therefore, whenever you really feel good something, there less I. That's also you experience. You fall in love somebody, you know, you out of I. You are just yourself, and that's why you feel happy. Therefore, also meditation practitioner or Tummo practitioners, they go out of this ego. The ego or I Holding the Buddhism is the painful. And therefore, you experience when you hold in sun your arm. Why? Is because I or ego is not there. It's without practice. Ego is never allowed to never allowed to learning of others, and ego is never allowed to change yourself. Therefore, you want to become a better person in this world, you need two things. You need accepted help of others. You need help of others. You're born with the help of others. You live with the help of others. You go to die, also help of others. You never say, I don't need help. And then secondly, is ego never allowed to change yourself. But without learning others, without change yourself, you are just look like a dead person without dying. In the Buddhism, we are talking as three different kind of mind. Mind without learning, and this also animals also have, and mind with learning, and then mind with meditation. That means we have two knowledge, one wisdom. This means we have two knowledge without learning, and knowledge with learning. Knowledge without learning, exactly, anger, example, jealous, ego. This is a little negative knowledge. It's knowledge, but you don't need to learn. But we also have love, kindness, compassion, be nice. That's also knowledge without learning. It's positive knowledge. And this name, what the Buddhists call karmic knowledge. Ego is always worry of nobody know me, or I'm a very happy person, but nobody know me. Better I tell, Or I'm a very, very intelligent person, but I think they don't know me. I better to tell. Voice of jealous, always talk bad thing others. The worry is always what you have to have others. I have a car, maybe he also have the same car. No, I don't want it. I have a house, I don't want he have the same house. Or he have a better one. You worry to having others. That's also sometimes you losing friends, correct? They're very kind, they're very nice, they're very caring you. But once you become more intelligent than, you become more success than, you become better, you have more, he only have one house, but you have two houses, you have 3 cars, I don't know, you become more better. Sometimes some friend, I don't know, it's just they don't want to talk with you. Look like my success, look like I'm mistake, I never did the wrong thing to them. I never did it. But that is what to say, jealous. Ego, of course. Ego, the voice of ego is always talking good thing themselves. It's the worry is nobody know me.
You've probably felt what he's talking about, even if you didn't know it. The best moments in your life were likely when you weren't thinking about yourself. Holding a baby, laughing with friends, falling in love, running through the mountains. In those moments, the I disappears. The ego melts. You don't need to prove anything. You don't compare. You just are. But the ego doesn't want that. The ego is afraid you'll be forgotten. So it screams, "Look at me. I'm smart. I'm successful. I'm important." And when we live through the ego, we can't accept help. We can't change, we can't be at peace. But when you sit and practice, when you let your thoughts rise and fall without chasing them, you stop being the monkey, you stop being the rabbit, and in that moment, you are free.
Where do you see the biggest misunderstanding of compassion in the West?
In the Buddhist world, compassion means you only against their own actions,
Okay.
but you never against the person. But they have a story. Is long time ago, and group 500 people went in the ocean with a big ship, and then one man, as we say, compassionate person, one very, very great compassionate person, he know one person was to destroy a ship, and then all 500 people go to die. You need a choice. You need to kill one person to stop, or you just all 500 people, let's go to die. And then in this compassionate person to kill this, the man who want to do that. And that's name what Buddhism call compassion. And if you don't do this moment, you are not compassionate person.
Okay.
That's our way of thinking. It's look like you need to choose, go to lose your finger, or you need to choose lose whole arm.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have a choice, it's your choice.
Yeah.
And also in the Buddhism, sometimes we say compassion is the enemy of Buddhism. Why we say this? Because many people misunderstand compassion. You say, I'm a Buddhism practitioner, I practice compassion, but you misunderstand and you practice the wrong kind of compassion, and this never make you a happy person, this never make benefit anybody, it's just a disaster. It's just nice name. Therefore, in the Buddhism we call 3 enemies of Buddhism. One is a karma, one is a compassion, one is emptiness. Because in Asia, many people talk karma, but people have big misunderstand karma.
Right.
And then believe a karma, maybe they don't have much benefit. Not only benefit, and that's make their, this make a limitation, or this make their, therefore, in the West, if I'm not wrong, I see big misunderstand of compassion. In the East, we big misunderstand of karma.
Wow, okay.
Everyone wants happiness, but few people ever stop to ask, what is real happiness? Most of us are chasing something, more love, more status, more success, more likes. But Tulku Lobsang teaches that real happiness isn't found in gaining more. It's found in contentment. When you're truly content, you're the richest person in the world because you found a treasure no one can take away. The problem? We all fall into the same traps that Buddhism calls the 8 worldly concerns. These 8 concerns create endless expectations. An expectation, he says, is the enemy of happiness. In this chapter, Tulku explains how expectation tricks us into imagining a better life that's always just out of reach, and what an antidote for this is.
Happiness is this deep content. It's deep content. Of course, we also have 2 kinds of content. One content, you made it. You just made it, you say. You just say, oh yes, I have so much, I should be content. One kind of content, you made it. But some content is contentment is not you made it, Therefore, you ask me what is the really happiness? Is content. Therefore, we always say, once you have content, you find it, or you become one of the most richest man and woman happiness in this earth. Once you find the content in you, you find look like endless treasure inside. Without content, you never find really happiness. 8 worldly concerns. We want a good name because this make happy. I don't want a bad name because this make me suffering. Secondly, we want to have things because have make we happy generally, and don't have make we unhappy. And then is the respect. We want the respect. This make happy. You don't have respect. This make seems unhappy. And the last, you want others like you. You don't want others don't like you. This name we call worldly 8 concerns. Therefore, we all this practitioner of this. Expectation is the enemy of the happiness. Fear is the demon of happiness. You know, we are humans expanded, our expectation is just infinite. And that's why our expectations went so far, you know? That's why we have the concept of heaven. And our fear went just so far, and therefore we have this concept of hell. Only, I think, in this earth and the species who have the hell and heaven, let's say only humans. I don't believe heaven, but I believe happiness. I don't believe hell, but I believe suffering. Because of my love, I found happiness of heaven in my life. If you look in something more than happiness, this is just your expectation. You never go to find it. It's expectation, you know, and the expectation, and what is the best antidote of expectation is content. Content and letting go is the way to happiness. If you want to find some kind of happiness forever, you need to find happiness in you. Shortcut, if you want temporary happiness, no problem. You're dreaming how much you can. Of course, very expensive, very costly. Sometimes you need to, one dream become two. You need 20 years or 30 years or 40 years or whole life. Yeah, and then you reach or you funded your dream. I don't know this happiness, how long to stay. And then you need to find another dream, you know, and another dream, and another dream. Yes, without dream, how you can happy? Therefore, we possible happy with the reason, but we also possible happy without the reason. Happiness without the reason, you only find in you through of meditation. And happiness with reason, yes, you possible, you possible learn, and you possible dreams, you know, I have this, then I go to happy, I don't have this, then I go to happy, this and all this changes. Of course, that's also make happy. So this kind of happiness with reason, I say, you're king in the street, you're not safe. But happiness without the reason look like a king in the palace. Yes, you are safe. As in, yeah, you are safe. It means happiness without the reason is something you discover, not something you make. Happiness with the reason you need to make. It's not automatic happen. You need to make. You need the reason why. The happiness reason is happiness with the reason. Always you need this compare, competition. I have, somebody don't have. Our unconditional nature we believe is happiness. How we know this? We want unconditionally, we want to be happy, you know. Wanting happiness is not religion. And wanting happiness is not culture. Wanting happiness, not philosophy. Wanting happiness, yeah, time is changing, but one thing never change you. You still want, always you want happy. You become most terrible person in this earth, but still wanting happiness never change it. You are greatest compassionate, kind person in this earth, but still wanting happiness never change it. Nobody can change wanting happiness. Why? Happiness, your unconditional nature. Therefore, conditions never go to change it. That means to this unconditional happiness, you go to discover, not something you receive it. Whenever receive happiness, you're always ready to go to lose. You ask me, happiness is possible, receive it? Yes. But nature of a receive means the only question of time is lose. Whatever born is a die. Whatever receive, lose. That's simple law. Once you find that happiness without reason, means you find that happiness unconditional happiness. You find happiness yourself.
Real happiness is not something you receive, it's something you discover. Happiness that depends on reasons is fragile, like a king walking in the street. It can be taken away at any moment. But happiness with no reason, that's a king in a palace, safe, secure, untouchable. When you stop expecting others to make you happy, when you stop needing life to be different, when you let go of stories and rest in the now, you don't become less, you become free. And in that freedom, you'll find something that was always there, waiting beneath the noise, your true nature, content, whole, and already enough.
Compassion is the practice of your mind. Yes, but what you have in mind, you want to bring this in your body, and this name what we call the compassion become enemy of yourself. Okay. Means you mentally you possible love everybody. Yes, but your body cannot. They have limitation. Compassion is not enough. You need wisdom. Without wisdom, compassion is just blind. And you don't say no, only you say yes, and then compassion become enemy of you, and you compassion also not so helpful others.
You hear that a lot. I think like people pleasers.
Yes.
Like they want to do everything for everybody. They sacrifice everything from everybody.
Yes.
And then one day they have enough and they get angry and upset, and they feel that nobody cares about them because they've just given themselves away to everybody.
Yes, exactly. You want you carry something you cannot.
Yeah.
That is what we call compassion become your enemy. Yes.
We're living in a global sleep crisis. Roughly 1 in 3 adults struggle to get enough rest each night. Poor sleep isn't just fatigue, it increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, obesity, and depression. With the CDC claiming that poor sleep leads to 45% increase in heart disease and stroke, and the Sleep Foundation stating that sleep deprivation disrupts immune function. Even just 3 nights of poor sleep, like getting only 4 hours, cause spikes in inflammation linked to cardiovascular damage in healthy young men, even for people sleeping enough hours. Buddhism teaches that sleep is sacred. It is a gift that promises us freedom from the days of suffering and will replenish us. For centuries, Buddhists have seen sleep as a daily death and waking as a rebirth. This chapter will shift your view, not just how to get better sleep, but how to treat each night and morning as a practice of healing. In this chapter, Tulku Lobsang will explain to us a morning practice to start your day best, 3 rules for good sleep, and a sacred black ball meditation to help those who can't fall asleep.
In every morning we wake up, and this wake up I call the kindness of the day. Wake up, you give everything. Without wake up, then nothing have. And every day we are go to sleep. That is the compassion of the day. A sleep liberated or of this exhausted body or painful body and the stress mind. Therefore, sleep give you every day new life, new body, new mind. Is of course many things we possible receive many gifts, or we possible receive many things, but we never go to receive what we receive through of a sleep, because a sleep give you a new body, new mind, and a new life. Therefore, sleep is the everything. If you don't have a sleep, you don't have happiness. You don't have a sleep, you don't have health. If you don't have a sleep, you don't have life. Sleep is the compassion of the day. Therefore, right time, sleep. Right time, wake up. respect the biologic clock of your body. And then you are become more happier, more healthier. Why we say compassionate day? Because the moment of sleep, all of the sufferings, all of the pains is dissolved and disappear and liberated. Let's say wake is kind of give you everything what you're looking for. Without wake, there's nothing have. Early morning, you wake up in the bed, maybe you just sit in the bed straight. This is your first thing you do. Because what you do first thing in the day, and that's its influence of entire your day. Keep straight your spine and relax your shoulder. Deep breath, breathe in, out 3 times, let's say, and relax. And then you say deeply in the bottom of your heart, the middle of your bones, I got to give my best in this world and myself. You need to happy. You need to happy, yes, doing that. And after whatever come, right or wrong, whatever come, I got to accept it happily. It's look like not so intelligent practice, look like too simple, but this is a function. In this world, there's nothing absolutely good. There's nothing absolutely good. It's too much sleep, and the sleep become poison you. There's nothing have absolute good. Everything is a balance. You have a better sleep, you become better person. If you don't have good sleep, I don't think you easy to become good person, you know. It's people who have problem to sleep. Is I give 3 things, you know. Number 1 is you never give a label yourself you have problem to sleep. You never tell others I have problem to sleep, and you never allow people tell you have problem to sleep. You never tell. Of course, you know you have problem later, but you never give this name, or you never give this label. That's number 1 rule, if you want to have a better sleep. And number 2 is when you go to bed, you never wait sleep, you know. Let's, sleep, come, now come, I want to sleep. You don't wait, you say, come. We say, otherwise we say, you sleep is a runway. You more want it, and he go to more and more distant. Therefore, when you go in the bed, never ask sleep come. You don't need ask. And number 3 is they have a very special meditation. When you lay down and you visualize, let's say you visualize is the one black ball in your, let's say, in navel, and one black ball you visualize in your head. Yes, 2 black ball is let's say size of a tennis ball. Shape is round, it's very important. That's help sleep. Shape is very important. Soft shape is very important, and the color is very important, black. And then weight is important, is you visualize is heavy. Then location is important. With all this, you know, you don't give a label yourself, you have problem sleep, you never, when you go to bed, you never ask sleep, please, now I want to sleep, you don't wait it. Yeah? And you just lay down, you visualize this 2 black ball, one in your head, one is a navel location, it's the size of a tennis ball, and you just feel, or you just believe this 2 heavy black ball. Just to feel this 2 black ball, just to feel this, and this help you go to sleep. Yes, of course. And look, I have so many books. That's all is. Wow. All these books is they have 100 or something. It's all Tummo teaching. Tummo is something unbelievable. It's of course is we just learning its leader part, and
I've never seen books written like this. So this is how you would they would be stored at the temples and like.
Yes.
How they store the book?
Yes, that is a traditional way. Oh, that is also very Mother Tantra we call Chakra Sambhava. This is also teaching of Tummo inner fire. Tummo inner fire is foundation of all tantric practice. This is a base of everything. Look, I read it, I put a little notes. Buddhism is the only Buddhism who teach love of the body. And the teaching love of the body is a secret. Generally, body is not so popular. In the history of all spiritual practice, is mind, they always praise, say good thing. Body is always, they make repressed something, because body is the more nature and the mind is more culture. Body is more born with knowledge and mind possible learn more knowledge. And therefore body is somehow not so popular. Whenever we talk body, always, and therefore is Tantric Buddhism is a secret Buddhism. Why? Because of is the teaching of a body. Our body is never lie. Body is always talk truth. And mind who always lie, mostly. I mean, of course, sometimes we talk also truth. And therefore, Tummo is the way to practice love of the body. Remember, in our mind, possible be happy, but our body possible feel bliss. Our body possible feel pain, but the mind possible be happy. Therefore, shortcut is the Tummo fire is the way to practice love of body, and this fire come in and the warm, and then you don't have any pain, and then you feel bliss, and your body become fully present moment.
A secret breathing technique used by monks to generate inner heat in freezing Himalayan caves. Tulku Lobsang is a master of Tantric Buddhist lineage, born and raised in Tibet, trained in the original Tummo system, not as a technique, but as a path to enlightenment. Tulku Lobsang teaches the full system: breath, body, energy, awareness, and mind, rooted in thousands of years of wisdom, passed from master to student in unbroken lineages. Tummo is the original form. It isn't just about heat. It's about awakening the body's subtle energy. It's about transforming suffering, mastering the mind, and igniting a fire that burns through illusion. Information that has kept secret within the temple walls until very recently.
This is Gaya Samajar Tantric book. Is there have foundation is inner fire, is Tummo. And this, of course, Dirac Buddha's teaching, and also commentaries is, let's say, in this lineage is still thousands years unbroken, and teaching and practice. Past we make in this books very secret. You never allowed to go out of monastery. Usually only one book, and not allowed to go out of door, is keeping in. And of course, still monasteries practice secretly, of course, but myself or some others also, we start to share in others, because this is a great beneficial to people and health and happiness. Yes. Yeah. I practice this Tummo practice is the first, of course, to make some physical exercises. Yes, is this exercise opening our channels. And then I walk to holding the breaths, yes, and that's make energy flowing in our channels. And and then with this, the energy start flowing or concentrated in our central body or in the channels. And of course, then you increase the inner fire. After this, you experience the Tummo bliss. And that is the routine, my practice. But mostly I try to do, at least 21 minutes. Or I have very little time, it's a really little time, I do at least 1 minute. Therefore I do morning and evening. But also sometimes I go intensive retreats to make accelerated of my practice, That's my routine. Wow.
The big jump at the end, like, is there, what are you trying to achieve with that? Is that like about spreading energy or?
Go higher level and you jump it, and the look like ball, You have a very tight ball and then go powerful arrow, correct? And then fire coming. Yes, is fire is coming, and of course he make it to fire touch it to, of course, whole body, especially in the brain. And then brain is maybe produce, in the modern language you say, hormone or chemical in our body to make release stress and the tensions and the bliss. That's why this important jump, Our brain is look like what we call, it's our language we call Shur Dichinjin Kurlo, means it's the ocean of a great bliss. But we need this ocean of the great bliss, we need to melt it to flow in our body. Then we experience a summer body, not longer winter body, We all want summer body, of course. And to do this, we need a fire. And to have fire, we need wind. Therefore, our leg posture is look like a ball. And you tightly, and then you keep straight your spine. It's important. And then you jump and hit down. They have many different ways how to jump. Yes, you need to really powerful do that, of course. And it's a little dangerous, of course. Some people not used to do. And then this, this created look like the ball, wind flowing up, and then it's fire raising up, and the water is melted. And when the water is melted, you experience this, the winter body or pain body is transformed to summer and the bliss body. And that's why we are doing this jumpings. also first you are beginner, you do exercise everything soft and slow. Otherwise you go to break your channels, you know. But once your body start to warm up, it's ready, and you do it's look like a wild tiger, no problem. And then you have more benefit. Yes.
Don't take life too serious. The first words the Buddha spoke after enlightenment and the final words he spoke before death are not what you might expect. When Tulku Lobsang shared them, I was stunned and somehow relieved. It was as if a quiet pressure I didn't know I was carrying had dropped. In this chapter, you'll hear techniques that are so simple, they almost feel like secrets. I was surprised to hear Tulku talk about the importance of laughing, or as he calls it, the voice of nature, and the difference between the West's and the East's relationship with laughter.
One time, one man, he asked me, because he said, looks like you are a happy person. And please tell me what make you happy. Then I just went very near her ear. I just kind of say, you know, I tell you my secret, but please don't tell anybody. He kind of look in this, and then I say, you know, I never take life is serious, but don't tell anybody. This is my secret. It's because life is not serious. You know, we take life as serious, but life never takes serious us. Life is a complete joke and funny. And therefore, I say seriousness is the ghost of the happiness. I think, you know, in the West, maybe they take life so serious because their life is quite perfect, you know. The life is nearly perfect, you know. Bus is coming 10 o'clock, you know, flies, you know, everything look like, you know, its life is nearly perfect. And life is perfect, its life is full functional, and you take more and more serious, looks like, you know. But yes, we possibly make some artificial seriousness, but life herself is never serious. And therefore, I always say, don't take life is serious. Therefore, I always say, outside to be normal, inside to be crazy. Yeah, you be outside normal, and you don't have problem with others. You be inside crazy, and you don't have problem yourself. I say outside to be look like adult person, but inside to be you look like a child. Or the wisest man born in the earth, Nemo Tuko Buddha Gautama. And her first teaching of impermanent. Her last teaching before die, teaching of impermanent means nothing forever. Means don't take things too serious. Laughing and the joke is the 99% only human quality. Teaching of Tantric Buddhism say, if you have a pain, is laughing is nature painkiller. If you have illness, is laughing is nature healing. Laughing is not maybe medicine, but healing. Is maybe laughing is not money, but is a wealth. And we believe in our traditional practice, they have practice of laughing. We call voice of nature. I think laughing have a power to change your body. And the laughing have power to change your mind. Laughing have power to, change your life also. We believe laughing is one of the most important practice. And yes, therefore, in Tibetans, we also have culture of laughing. Sometimes I have problem of course, we have different kind of laughing. You have problem, we still laughing. But I go to help, but I'm go laughing. Therefore, we have this kind of great tradition of laughing, of course. And therefore, sometimes I also need to be careful to all this laughing practice. In the West, laughing means you only do special place, or you don't practice everywhere. Otherwise, this hurt somebody not,
The Buddha's first and final teaching, impermanence, reminds us nothing lasts. No problem, no pain, no moment of suffering, nothing. That's liberation. That's freedom. Life will go on as it does, and at times we will face suffering. There will be ups and downs. We can enjoy the journey, enjoy life as a dance rather than a pilgrimage, seriously marching to the end of the road or dancing in a field. As Bill Hicks once said, the world is like a ride at an amusement park. The following chapters offers the solution to what is believed to be the two biggest issues in the West. 1. The inability to be present in the moment. It is very common for us to cast our minds with regret into the past, or through anxiety we gaze into the future. And the second issue, our obsession with others. We argue constantly with each other online and in person. Tulku Lobsang offers guidance to both those problems.
We human beings is the only who live life in these three dimensions. The dimension of a present moment and the dimension of past or dimension of a future. Is mostly species is living more in the present world, or not so much past, not so much future. Therefore, what I like to say, we are human beings, is have very much past, but we also have very much future, because we possible think and we possible remember. We possible remember long term, and we possible think long terms. The thinking and the remembering is we have more bigger future and we have big past. Therefore, I always saying, don't follow past, learn with past. Sometimes we have a saying in the Buddhism, if you want to know your past, please look yourself. You are the result of a past. If you want to know your future, just look yourself. You are the cause of the future. When you change it, your past also go to change it. When you change it, your future also change it. Because when you change it, you go to change your relation, your past and the future. Change means it's just change a relation. Therefore, I believe is the changing yourself is everything. We are too much following our past. Maybe we become slave of our past. And we learn with our past. Past become our greatest teacher. Our past never lie. Therefore, don't follow past. Learn with past. We have a saying in the Buddhism, because you don't want go to barefoot because it's too painful. You have two possibilities. One, you cover whole earth with skin of a cow, then of course you don't need to walk barefoot, you know. 2, you possibility just make small shoes, you know. You don't need the one cow, you know. And people who want to change others because of their happiness, it look like they want to cover whole planet with the skin of a cow. This may be never possible. And the people ready to change their self, they only take their shoes. Yeah? They only need the little skin of cow, just the size of their shoes. Therefore, is changing yourself is, I really believe, the answer of all questions. Changing yourself is the medicine of all illness. Changing yourself is the solution of all of a problem. Remember, changing yourself is not difficult, but changing others is very difficult, nearly impossible. Changing others is ignorance. Changing yourself is wisdom. I believe, or we believe, nobody do bad thing with their free will. That's one of most important foundation of a belief of Buddhism. Somebody do bad thing to you because out of ignorance. Nobody choose to have ignorance. If you ask anybody, "Are you want ignorance?" Nobody say, "Yes, I want it." Nobody want it. Maybe somebody do say or do crazy things, it's out of ignorance. Or somebody do something, it's out of their anger, or out of attachment, or out of their jealous. It's not free will. And that's why you need to separate and the person, the action of a person. If you don't do this, you have a big problem. I go against what you did, it's not correct. But I never go against you. We practice compassion, people who doing mistake things, correct? People who doing everything right, we don't need to practice compassion. People who doing wrong, yeah? And that is the perfect reason to compassion. People who doing right, we don't need to compassion. I always say, never ever against the people, no matter how much they make a mistake. Only against their own action. You need to separate and person and action. Is the moment of you against the person, it's nothing left.
If we can remember to be present, and we can remember to focus on changing ourselves, we will start to notice a huge improvement in our lives. We will stop stressing about the things that are completely out of our control. The past and the future are infinite. So too are the problems, worries, and fears attracted to the past and future. But we only have the present, where suffering is reduced. We would suffer 1,000 times when we only need suffer twice. In the modern world, we have so many attachments. Attachments to belongings, our phone, our car, our shoes. We have attachments to people, ideas, groups, identity, media, and beliefs. It is these attachments that evoke anger in us. It is these attachments that cause feuds and conflicts. When our attachment is challenged, when someone claims a different belief, we fight back. We challenge theirs. Everything of this world is borrowed, and when we attach our identity, our peace, our happiness, or sanity to something, when that thing is lost, so too is the thing we attach to it. So then there must be a solution. How do we let go?
Anger is very interesting, is the anger and the relation of attachment is very interesting, Without attachment, they no have anger. Cannot anger. Attachment make you have something. Without have, they nothing have lose, correct? Without have, then nothing have lose. To lose, you need the first condition to have. Therefore, usually anger is always connected losing something, losing, generally I say. Therefore, you have more attachment yourself, you have more reason to angry others. Sometimes your own pain make you angry. Your own pain, your own physical pain or mental pain, and that is a reason to angry. Or sometimes somebody, your friend or somebody who you know, they have a pain, and that's make you, angry also. Or sometimes somebody who you don't like it, and they don't like it, and somebody helping this person, and that's also make angry. Anger is have there 9 different kind of way to angry. Your anger is, however, but anger is always connect something pain. Therefore, my shortcut, first you have attachment. Attachment make a birth, correct? The birth ideas or birth is concept. Attachment. Attachment is look like creator. That is my country, my family, my business, my. Yes, this is you make a birth, of course. And then slowly you start losing this, whatever reason, or somebody make lose, or yourself, you mistake of you, or somebody make whoever, and you possible angry yourself, or you possible angry anybody. You start losing and you become angry. When you become really, really angry, you come really, really angry, and you cannot longer thinking. And then you go back ignorance, we say. People have a very much, I'm sure many reasons, people have many angries, is they have very much a strong opinion their self or strong opinion of others. They have some attachment, they have some belief. Say, this is right, that is wrong, Or another way I say, in this world, is I'm always say, I like to say this way, truth is not important, is love is most important. But this century or this 21st century, especially modern world or Western world, truth has become very, very important. Everybody have their own truth. We don't have mostly truth of a religion. Kind of a religions become leader, not interested in everybody. And maybe we don't have a truth of so much culture. Nobody know which is my culture, your culture. Don't worry. Truth of culture is a kind of dying. Truth of religion is a kind of dying. But then new truth is born. Me. My, this is my truth. This is right, this is wrong, this is true, this is not true, You create your own private truth. And then, and not only that, in this truth you have great attachment. And whoever make a challenge this truth, you go to so angry or directly, indirectly. I know some people angry or whole humanity. I know some people, really, they're angry people. Just they're angry people. You have a bigger truth, bigger right and wrong, truth, not true, and then you have bigger truth, you have bigger attachment. And you have bigger attachment, then you have big pains. And the big pains, and this make you angry. Buddha, Shakyamuni, the first teaching is a teaching of impermanent. Means everything got to change, it. Because, and the last teaching before he died is teaching of impermanent, means everything got to change it. Is a changing means they have some changing bring something, but the changing also something losing. Therefore, changing makes so much pain, and therefore you need the compassion. You cannot control all changes. Change go to happened, and that's why we need the Tummo. We need the Tummo fire. Is it when you have a Tummo fire in your body, you have more compassionate mind. You have more compassionate mind. You have maybe more have Tummo fire. Means is the changes or lose, whatever you call, is make less hurt you or less make pain you. And that's why I'm also very motivated to teach in the Western world, because sometimes you teach to practice compassion mentally is a challenge, complicated, compassion is difficult. But you teach to inner fire, and mostly people easy, you do it breath work, your mental concentration, body exercise, then you generate inner fire. Therefore, conclusion, you become resistant physical pain and resistant also mental suffering.
We must understand impermanence. As the Buddha said, everything is borrowed. The only thing promised in the world is change. Nothing remains the same, not even ourselves. We cannot be so rigid. We must learn to let go. As Tulku Lobsang said, we must not take life so seriously. We must develop compassion and understand our attachments. Look deep within and understand how these attachments harm us, how they may even cause us to hate and argue with others. In this chapter, Tulku Lobsang explains the 3 limitations, and that most of us are living our lives as dogs, just chasing stones that life throws at us. But following his teachings, we can become like a lion, where we stop chasing. We turn around and face the person throwing the stones. This chapter gives us a great guidance and also answers the most important question: what is the meaning of life?
In the Buddhist traditions, we call 3 limitations, the limitation of a life and the limitation of a body, limitation of mind. We are limitation world. No matter how great life you have, there you facing son or little the limitations. A limitation is leader against our nature. And no matter how much you have a healthy and strong body you have, possible, but your body have a limitation. No matter how much you have a happy or intelligent mind, the mind have a limitation. But the deep down, or consciously, unconsciously, we are looking something unlimited. We Buddhists call the yoga of the dog. Is a dog, you throw away the stone in the dog, what the dog do, and the dog is running behind the stones. We are look like this. We are running behind this, we are running behind this. Tomorrow I do this, next year I do this, Therefore, our life throw away one stone, say you need this, you're running behind this. Your body say, I need this, Body throw away stones, your mind throw away stones, and you're running and running until you die. Somebody throw a stone, and you say you have purpose of life, because you're running behind the stones. And therefore, Buddhism's teachings, we say yoga of a lion. When you throw a stone in the lion, and what he do, he never run behind the stone. He running behind who is a throwaway in the stone. And he go to eat maybe this, and then nobody throw it again. Therefore, our life is look like a restless, We always need something. Running, but this never seems to become final answer. Therefore, the spiritual life means me is look like a lion. Is materialistic life means me look like a dog. That means what I want to say is a life is a never become the answer of you. Never. They don't have history. Never. People pretended, but never. Life never become answer of you, and you are become only answer of life. Therefore, I never believe life have a meaning. Life no have a meaning, but you are the meaning of life. I open the umbrella, okay? Look, dragon. You know, I born the year of a dragon. And then my animal sign is a dragon, and my element is fire. I'm fire dragon. I think Chinese very much like the dragon.
Walk through here often?
Yeah, used to I walk a lot, and then I used to jogging around inside. But well, I want small gift. This is drunk on the belief.
I love that.
Okay, I wrote it when I maybe 26 years old. I'm sure it's not so many, I don't know. I just, you know, I wrote India when I'm very young. Yes, it's because, yes, drunk of the belief, of course. And then this is a kind of a writing, but we have this, I want to give a kadak. Usually we give it a yellow and white and the blue.
Okay.
Blue is symbol of is power or energy. Yellow is a symbol of wisdom, and white is a symbol of compassion. But today wisdom anyway. Okay. Therefore I give this symbol, and thank you very much to come here.
Thank you.
And we are really, really happy you take this to come us. Yeah, yes, we are really interested, you know. You already know, I mean, we never, we just incredible. We just talk it, and then you come, and so far away, and we are so thank you. And
thank you, humbled, so thank you so much.
Yes. And of course, then I also have bought you. Yes. And look, they have all special signs, you know. All have this, all special signs. Oh, wow. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you to take this.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, what an experience.